You all know you're evil now that everyone has watched Drake's leaked obscene clip and the ensuing social media commotion. If any of you have been living under a rock, he just so happened to randomly stumble into an adult film on social media. You folks, that was absurd. But wait, according to other accounts, Rihanna thinks he could have uploaded the video on his own to attract attention. Additionally, he did it to project greater desirability and beauty. Drake has been publicly disparaging Rihanna after a protracted breakup, and it appears that she could soon return the favor. This is going to be a really serious drama, so you guys better get comfortable. Rihanna appears to have seen the Drake video going viral on the internet. Yes, you are familiar with the person I am referring about. In any case, it appears that she has watched the movie at last, who hasn't by now? Even though you would rather not. While we were going about our daily lives, Drake took the Twitter world by surprise. We mistook what we saw for the release of a song, album, or other type of material. I can promise you, though, that was untrue. For those who don't know, Drake sent tapes on social media, and after people heard them, the internet was never the same. I'll admit that 2024 has been an interesting ride, but no one could have expected that Drake's you-know-what would become viral on Twitter. Now that it has, his ex-girlfriend Rihanna is making fun of him. Just to refresh everyone's memory, Drake has been making fun of Rihanna ever since their split, despite the fact that he cheated on her. Before you all get all worked up about how ridiculous it is that Rihanna is phoning Drake, let me say something. The revelation of Drake's infidelity was shocking since everyone knows how fascinated he is with singer Rihanna. He didn't even attempt to disguise the fact that everyone knew he had been infatuated with Rihanna for years. Oh, and don't forget about the bizarre VMA incident in 2016 where she attempted to kiss him and responded by slamming her left foot, tootsie sliding, and raising her right foot. Drake was quite mortified by what they had done, and as you can see, the fans had posted the screenshot as soon as she had blocked his kiss. Because it demonstrated how completely out of character he was for Rihanna and how cut off from her social media, it was also quite embarrassing for Drake. However, Rihanna claimed in a Vogue interview that she detested Drake for giving her that position at the VMAs. Being surrounded by such intensity and knowing that people who had won the prize before thought it was a big deal, she said. The VMAs are an extremely fan-focused awards show. The worst thing, according to her, was having to wait through the speech. I get irritated by praises too much. Being forced to answer quickly bothers me. Now, after much perseverance, he managed to get Rihanna to put him to the test. She concurred. Their romantic relationship sadly terminated after a while. It began sometime in the year 2017. They also broke up at some point in 2018. Nevertheless, it's undeniable that Drake and Rihanna appear to be a wonderful fit. Come on, really? Included in the remarks. It looks like they were simply out together reading a magazine. They didn't have many couple images on social media, but you could tell they were a fantastic match just by looking at them. Yes, but they had a very private connection. They were seldom seen together, and they weren't always posting on Instagram about how much they loved each other. As a result, it came as a complete surprise when they announced their split. Since they had been keeping everything under wraps, nobody really saw it coming. However, because the breakup turned out to be really painful, there was drama. Since Rihanna doesn't often discuss her relationships, it was clear to us when she brought it up and shared the worst aspects of their union that she had split up with him. She said, "At this point, we're not enemies, but we're also not friends." She told Vogue, which said that upon hearing the artist's name, she winced and then her eyes became ice. That's just how the beast is. Now that Rihanna had revealed the shocking information, it was evident to everybody that Drake had made a grave mistake. Fans of Rihanna remained steadfast even if the circumstances were a bit unclear. After all those years of whack, are we prepared to ignore Drake's mistakes? He had to do something very bad since Rihanna had to cut him off altogether. This is the same woman who stated she was forgiving of Chris Brown after he had groped her back in 2009 and offered him another chance. That's why Drake most obviously aired on this one. Drake then revealed, perhaps astonishingly, that he was an album-certified lover boy. He came clean about cheating on her in the song FN Fens, stating, "You said I was messing up when I was out here messing with fans, and it made you look crazy." But after relentlessly chasing Rihanna over the years, fans soon found out that Drake had cheated on her. Nevertheless, he claims that he is the one who really damaged everything. He easily acknowledged that before they called it quits, she gave him several opportunities to make things right. But even after 5 years, he was still smitten with her, dedicating songs and albums to her? He seems to be caught in some kind of time warp. She can't let go, therefore she must be his gigantic white buffalo. However, what's the issue? When you give it some thought, it's not all that startling. Rihanna has been radiant since their breakup. The Navy has requested a record from her on several occasions, but she hasn't produced one yet. She has nevertheless maintained a strong presence outside of the music industry. When she launched her Fenty business, she became an overnight billionaire. Talk about some clever maneuvers, boss. However, it appears like Drake is more displeased with Rihanna's apparent move on and new romance. She's also not keeping it a secret as she did with him. She's trying to show off her newfound global connection while keeping a low profile with Drake. These days, she and AP's relationship rocky lacks subtlety in every way. She's not holding anything back since she's so infatuated with that man. Rihanna and ASAP are almost a couple. They have shared appearances on several red carpets together, including the Met Gala. They even began a little family, raising 2 handsome sons. It's incredible how fast everything got out of hand. 2 children in 2 years, people. Now, I'm willing to wager that Drake feels pampered and envious when he awakens in the middle of the night and sees Rocky, who is with Rihanna, getting everything he could possibly want. You can rest assured that Rihanna is living her best life right now. Drake has, however, gone through some difficult times in his love life. Incapable of retaining him with a female. Recall how he was ridiculed for acknowledging that he had considered proposing to 42 distinct women? 42 times? Yes, folks, both he and it are insane. Referring to it as a new piece named Previous Engagements for all the times he considered getting engaged but never did, the jeweler told the remarkable tale of the strange creation. He actually had a necklace made out of the engagement rings. A total of 45 engagement rings totaling 351.38 carats of diamonds. The jeweler's work made Drake chuckle a lot since it's absurd to think that one man would purchase 42 engagement rings for 42 different women. Who in a lifetime even has 42 girlfriends? Besides, he had feelings for 42 women and considered getting married to one of them. And to the best of my knowledge, Rihanna was one of the 42 women, so when he sees her happy with A$AP Rocky, he starts crying hysterically. You guys should be aware that he criticized Rihanna in the song Fear of Heights off his album For the Dogs because he was so enraged by this and questioned why it seemed like he was still smitten with her. Yes, I'm against it because I'm tired of you. Alright, so I'm against a family photo and your dad's sister. To be honest, I had far better beats than you. Yes, you are still with that guy. We are unable to part with you. Everybody goes on vacation. It's probably anti. In that song, Drake was undoubtedly mocking Rihanna. Furthermore, he is currently receiving criticism from his fans for acting rudely and inappropriately toward her. It's getting more severe now. The anti-statements are a reference to Keshaw's previous album, Anti, in case she missed the message. Let's not forget that he also made fun of A$AP Rocky for hanging out with Riri. This guy, after all, wasn't it years ago that he professed his love and desire for Rihanna in public? How appropriate for a due. Rihanna has been making fun of him for a long time, so it's not like her response is just spiteful. She believes that he could have intentionally uploaded the video to demonstrate that he still possessed a characteristic that would make women want to date him, according to reports. A source claims that Rihanna believes he's attempting to demonstrate his desirability beyond his wealth, good looks, and position as one of the industry's best rappers. Even if Drake has been enjoying the attention that comes with this kind of movie being released, I'm not suggesting that Rihanna is correct. During a live streaming session, for instance, host Aiden Ross made the decision to write Drake over the leak. He quickly made fun of Drake again when Drake responded. Moreover, Me When Drake was trending on Twitter at the same time the video became viral. Drake then made fun of us by uploading a video of fans shouting and laughing at a stadium. And he included Me When Drake in the photo's description. It appears that Rihanna could be correct after all. As a Drake hater, I'm happy the youngster won since it further supports my argument, one fan wrote. You're well-known, wealthy, Jewish, and fair-skinned, yet you still have a lot of power? Since he is essentially a loser, none of the women are interested in hanging out with him. Drake and his group will do everything it takes to get more power, even producing a phony film. I also know that Drake released a video of himself. It was this type of authority that he desired. No one can persuade me otherwise. Hi, has anyone watched the video? I'll keep it confidential. However, please share your thoughts with me on this. Did Drake intentionally publish this video? Share your perspective in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, keep those comments coming.